visit food, visit their food and bring take away food,
Yeah.
mobile phone, everything I want, I can go there. I enjoy it because in there I can learn to experience business, uh, experience to buy reception.
Yeah.
And,
Okay, that's 2 minutes. Let's talk about shopping now and money. So maybe I should ask you the question, why do some people like shopping with friends? Why do some people like shopping with friends?
yes, um, when I uh, go shopping with my friend, I can uh, mm, ask for my friend to uh, buy them buy roses or food.
Yeah.
Uh, Maybe my my friend can ask a question, answer right answer. Then make Marvel is very fun.
Last question, how can young people learn to manage their money? Number one, how can young people learn to manage their money?
Um, when their child have pocket money,
Yeah.
they can learn to spend wisely.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Um,
Okay, your 7 minutes is over now, Hương. I will see you again next week. Your test is finished now. Who's next? Hương, are you ready? Hương?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, let me call the next person. I first have to call Hailing. Just 1 minute. I have to call Hailing.
Yes, it's okay.
Hailing is here. I don't need to call. Okay, let's begin. So we'll begin with the question here in part 1, and your question here is question number 3. What means of transport are most popular in your city?
In actual fact, the means of transport most popular in my countries is motorbike and public transport.
Yeah.
I normally use private vehicle as
Vehicle.
vehicle to commute.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next topic. Do you think shopping online will replace in-store shops in the future?
Honestly speaking, I don't think that shopping online will replace in-store shop in the future, because if you want to try on clothes, you have to go to directly to a shop to try on this. And
yeah. So let's move on to the next topic here on people and relationship. I will ask you question number 3. Which personality traits do you hate or like the most, and why?
Personally, I think personal characters I hate the most is stingy.
Stingy.
I think stingy
Mm.
because I think people with open-minded is quite easygoing to people with stingy characters.
Stingy.
Characters.
Mm.
And the personal characters I prefer the most is easygoing.
Yeah.
That I had already said.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's move on to the next topic on food and cooking. What's a common food in Vietnam?
In actual fact, the common food in Vietnam is traditional food
Yeah.
with savory cuisine.
Mm-hmm.
Rice and rice, pho, and ingredient with hey,
With what?
I mean with high calories.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I will move on to the next part of the IELTS test. You have 2 minutes to talk about this topic here. And I'd like you to talk about a restaurant that you like to go. Describe a restaurant that you like to go. I will give you 30 seconds, not 1 minute. 30 seconds to prepare.
Yes.
All right, your 30 seconds is over. Now you have 2 minutes to talk about your topic. Begin speaking now.
Well, that's a nice topic to talk about. There's a restaurant just around the corner where I live. The restaurant was known as a paradise of food. It's definitely familiar. It's Japanese and Korean food.
Yeah.
Called gogi. So as you would expect, you can try various kind of meat and Korean cuisine as kimbap, kimchi. I normally go there with my family for a heavy meal on special occasion to celebrate. It's quite a casual dining and affordable prices. I'm always totally full up by the end. So in short, Gogi's is one of my favorite restaurants where I want to introduce to everyone.
Very good. Okay, so we'll move on to the discussion here in part 3 on food and cooking. So first question, maybe I should choose question number 6. So what's the difference between fast food and traditional food in your country?
In terms of fast food, it's quite high calories and it's definitely unhealthy for people. Eating is too much. In another words, traditional food in my country is quite organic food.
Yeah.
And it don't have high calories. I think.
And the last question is number 5. Why do people enjoy eating out in your country?
Honestly speaking, people in my country enjoy eating out because they can try a wide range of cuisine and they can lift their spirits.
Anything else?
And lift their spirit. And it is a special trip for them after a tough week.
Yeah, it's also a good way to bond with your family and friends. Spend quality time with your family and friends.
Yes.
Okay, so your 7 minutes is over now. Your mini test is finished, Hương. That's good enough. Okay, I will see you next week. Bye, Hương.
Bye, teacher.
Yes, Hai Ling, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, hold on. I have to call the next student. Hai Ling Nam. Nam is the next student. Where is he? I have to call him. Here. How can I call him? To one Nam. Just 1 minute. I have to call to one Nam. Here. I think. Okay, let's begin, Lane. You have 7 minutes for this test. So I will begin with the topic on transportation. So your question is, how do you feel about using the bus?
Well, as for me, I feel definitely flexible, and when using the bus, as for me, using bus is definitely environmentally friendly, and it's quite affordable for a university student.
Let's talk about money and shopping here. Do you think money can make you happy?
Well, to my mind, I think money is just one part of our life. So if I have a lot of money, I'm of course happy, but just enough to balance my life.
Let's move on to the next topic on people and relationship. Let's have the question here, number 7. Who has the best personality in your family?
Well, as for me, in my family, my father, I think my father is the person that had the best personality. He's always fair mind and extrovert.
Yeah.
He teach me how to become a good person.
All right, let's move on to the last question in part 1 on food and cooking. Are you a fussy eater?
Well, as for me, I'm not a fussy eater. I can eat everything that nurtures, and I think it's definitely good for my health.
Yeah, okay. Now we'll move on to the second part of the test. And I would like to ask you the topic on a happy person. Describe a happy person. I'll give you 30 seconds to think, and after 30 seconds, you can talk and describe a happy person.
Yes.
Okay, your time is over. Begin speaking now. You have 2 minutes to talk about your topic.
Well, as for me, speaking of a happy person that I know, I would say that is my younger sister. He's the youngest one in my family. She's always extrovert and easygoing. Mm, my the relationship between me and her always always easy and comfortable. Whenever I had a sad time moment, she always tell me a hilarious story or do something like make me feel happy and boost my mood. So by that way, she is like a happy virus in my family. In short, my younger sister is the happiest person in my family that I definitely love.
Okay, so we'll discuss more about people and relationship here in part 3. So I should go for this question. Number 3, do you think it's better to live in a small family or an extended family?
Well, as for me, I prefer to live in an extended family because I definitely like being in a family that had a lot of people. We can gather together and have a warm atmosphere.
Okay, and the last question I should ask from you is question number, let's just have number 6. What do you think is the most important quality in a friend?
Well, as for me, I think the most important in a friends is honesty, because honesty and trust are the two most important personality I need when I find someone to make friends.
Why? Why honesty?
Why honesty?
Why it's important?
I think is because when they always tell the truth, we can trust each other and go along with each other.
All right, your 7 minutes is over now, Ling. Your test is finished. I will see you next week.
Thank you, teacher.
All right,
Goodbye.
you can go now. Goodbye. So, Tuan, are you ready, Tuan? Hello, Tuan. Turn on your microphone.
Me?
Yes, wait for a moment. I will call the next student. Just 1 minute. Tina. I will call Tina. Okay. Tina. All right. So, let's begin with the first question here. So I will ask you question number 9 here on transportation. Do you think using a bicycle is a good means of transport? Tuan, question number 9, is using a bicycle a good means of transport?
Well, for me, I think using a bicycle is best for transportation in nowadays because I think it can have less greenhouse.
Yeah. All right, let's move on and talk about shopping or money here. Maybe question number 8. Do you spend your money wisely or smartly? Do you spend your money well?
I think for me, I think I'm sorry. Give me a minute.
Yeah. Hello, Tuan.
Yeah.
Yes, keep going.
Sorry. I think for me, I think I uh, spend money both wisely and smartly in
Mm,
some case. Uh, in some many case,
mm,
I use money such for my clothings. I
mm,
usually spend money
mm.
smartly because I'm not fashionable
Yeah.
about football and or some video game. I think I am wise because
Yeah.
I use most my money for them.
Yes. Okay, next question here in people and relationship. What do you like doing when you are with your family?
Well, I think uh, the most thing I like is cooking uh, with my family
Mm,
uh, because we can talk to know each other
mm.
uh, or uh, we can create a warm atmosphere.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about food and cooking here. Do you often eat alone or with the others?
Mm, well, I think uh, when the uh, COVID 19 is coming, I
Mm,
usually is alone because I live in Hanoi City
mm,
in a rent room alone
mm. Why didn't you go back to your hometown?
because I have a part-time job in Hanoi City.
All right. Now let's move on to the second part. This is a long talk. You have 2 minutes to talk about this. And this time, I
Yeah.
would like to ask you to talk about a long journey. Again, a long journey that you enjoyed. I will give you 30 seconds to prepare.
Yeah.
After 30
Yeah.
seconds, I will let you talk for 2 minutes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hồng Quốc Điền Quang Thành Thái Minh Trần Thi Hiền Trần Quang Chi. Okay, 30 seconds is over, Tuan.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
ready? Begin
Yeah. I'm
speaking.
ready.
Yeah.
Uh, I think a long journeys that I enjoyed is the Da Nang trip with my friend in
Mm,
11th grade.
mm,
Uh, it start in 20 uh, in summer 2018
yeah.
and I go with my high high school in 2 week
Yes.
and what I like most about this journey is the first time we go together.
Mm,
We go fast together, and we have some outdoor activity to uh, get to know each other, to know about the personality,
yeah. Is that
and
all?
uh, we are in a pretty place
Mm-hmm.
and we have some most experience with each other.
Yes. Okay. So now we'll discuss more on transportation here in part 3. So let's talk about this question here. What are some of the problems if you travel in a long distance? What are some of the problems of long distance travel?
Well, for me, I think the most problem for long distance travel is uh, it can make me feel very bad and tired because they're far distant,
Mm.
and it can make very boring in last a long distance because we can do anything
Mm.
except sleep.
Okay. All right. So we'll move on to the second question. And the second question here is, what is the best way to cut down or reduce traffic congestion? It should be traffic congestion. Reduce problems of traffic congestion.
I
Best way to
think,
cut down.
well, for me, in my opinion, I think to cut down the problem of uh, traffic transport congestion is cut down the uh, car. For example, in Vietnam, I think uh, the government needs to uh, cut down the car and motorbike
Mm.
using in uh, outside the road, uh, outside the road and in
Mm-hmm.
the big city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. I think, let me see. Yes, your 7 minutes is over to one. In
Yeah,
fact, it's almost 8 minutes. So you're done with your test. I will see you again next week, okay?
yeah. Thank you, teacher.
All
Goodbye.
right. Let's have Queen. Are you ready, Queen? Hello, Queen. Queen. Hello, DM Queen. Hello, Luyện DM Queen.
Yes,
Are you ready?
yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Wait, let me call Tao first. Time Tao. It's Time Tao. Oh, so many Time Tao. Just leave a message to Time Tao. I cannot call her. So many Time Tao in this class. Đăng Time Tao. Just 1 minute. I will call her. Let's begin, Queen.
Yes,
First, have transportation question here. Let me highlight that one. So, yeah, maybe I should ask you a second question here. Do you enjoy traveling by plane?
um, definitely yes. I think nowadays plane is uh, a popular transportation that
Mm,
people love to go to travel.
yeah. Have you ever ridden a plane?
Yes.
Mm, and how do you feel about it?
Um, uh, uh, in the first time, I feel so cheerful. Um, but right now, but now I feel quite tired when I go long distance by
Mm.
plane.
All right, let's talk about money and shopping next. And the question is, how often do you go shopping?
Mm, to my mind, I'm a shopaholic, so
Mm.
I love to go shopping all of my weekend with my friends. If I have a lot of money.
Anything else?
That's all.
Okay, so let's talk about people and relationship. Are you happy with your personality?
Honestly speaking, I quite hot temper. So sometimes I want to change my personality. To open-minded and
Yes, to be more open-minded. Okay,
yes.
so let's have the next question in food and cooking. So do you like cooking? Why or why not?
Honestly speaking, I don't like cooking. Because I think I'm so lazy to cooking. And I feel and I find it a little bit boring. But sometimes I enjoy cooking cream cake because I have a sweet tooth.
Yeah, you have a sweet tooth. That's a good idiom. So we're going to move on and do the second part of the test. I would like you to describe someone you know who is a good cook. Describe someone you know who is a good cook. So I'll give you 30 seconds to think of your answer, and after 30 seconds, I will call you again.
Yes.
Tina, Tina, Tina. Tina. Okay, Tao, your 30 seconds is over. Begin speaking now.
Honestly speaking, I'm not really admire cooking. But I love eating. Uh, um, and for me, the best cooker I know is my mom.
Not cooker, cook. Cook.
A cook. She's really an amazing chef I ever know. I ever have know. Um, uh, I never enjoyed any meal. Um, in
Keep going.
my mom is a good cook. Is a good home cook, and she's huge popularity in the family for making delicious cuisines. Uh, I always wonder that how can she cook as how can she cook so very so good like this. Um, she's always prepared for me delicious dinner and lunch. Um,
Yes. Anything else?
she loves cooking for the family, and she's often make bread, meat, sweet or sweet cake for me for some uh, special occasion. She's always make uh, sweet cake foreign cuisine.
Okay, so let's discuss more on food and cooking. Let's have part 3 now. So what is the difference between the restaurant food and home cooked food?
For me, I think home cooks have fresh ingredients than restaurant in a restaurant,
Yeah.
and I think the taste is more delicious and stunning.
Yeah. And what about restaurant?
Um, in the restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
I think it is um is
Yes. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question number 8. How can we encourage people to eat more healthily? What's the best way for people to eat more healthily? How can we encourage them?
uh I think tell them we should tell them the benefits of uh, a healthy life, and um, encourage them to eat more healthy food like vegetables and fruits to keep uh, to keep good health and keep a body in fit.
Keep, again, keep what?
Keep body in fit
In shape.
and in shape.
Yes, all right. I think that's all for your test. It's, yeah, 7 minutes. It's done. You're done for your test, Queen. I will see you again next week. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Time Tao, it's your turn.
Yes.
But give me a minute. I have to call
Chang.
Chang or Na. Na is not here today. I'm trying to
Yes.
call her, but she's not here.
We also call her, but
Na is always in the class. I think she's not here. Maybe Minchang or Chang. Yeah, Chang can do next. Because there are still some students in your class who didn't do the test. I still have 5 more students. Hian also, from T Hian, is still Minchang. Where is Minchang? We call Minchang next maybe. So Minchang from T. Oh, here, Minchang is here. Alright, so let's begin Tao.
yes.
Okay, so first let's have this question here. Question number 4. Do you prefer public or private transport?
Um. Actually, I prefer use public private transport because my if I use my private transport, this is so economical. It's don't waste my time, and I can go from place to other place by myself, independent.
Alright, next question on money and shopping. Do you enjoy shopping online?
Uh, Actually, I extremely like shopping on the internet. Because it has several benefits. I have a variety of choices, economical time, and uh, I don't wanna go from shop to other shop. I can shopping online.
Yes, next question in people and relationships. So, yeah, this question number 4. Do you think you can change your personality?
Speaking personality,
Speaking of
personality, I think I can train my personality. If is a bad personality. An example, I quite I'm not quite confident, and I think I want to promote and overmind.
Okay, let's move on to the next question here and on food. So do you prefer, so what's a common food in Vietnam? What's a normal or popular food in Vietnam?
Well, actually, a common food in Vietnam is also my favorite food. Is a bún chả. It is bún chả is a famous food in Vietnam, and many foreign people who travel to Vietnam, they all want to this bún chả.
Yes, okay. So this time I would like you to talk about, let's see, yeah, maybe this one first. Describe someone in your family that you like. Describe someone in your family that you like. I'll give you 30 seconds to think or to prepare, and after 30 seconds, you can start talking. Okay, begin speaking now, Tao. Talk about someone in your family that you like. This is an easy topic.
Yes. Well, speaking speaking about my I like the most in my family. That is my father.
Yeah. Keep going.
He look like so friendly, and he's get on with everyone because he reliable and so hilarious. Especially he a fair-minded person.
Yeah.
Actually, he is quite cool, but
Yeah.
he has a warm heart, and he care look after we are so thoughtful, and
Yes. So anyway.
Moreover, he is also optimistic, and he he influenced me so much.
Okay. So let's discuss more about the family and also relationship. So in your opinion, which one do you think is more important, family or friends?
Well, actually, I think uh, family is more important because uh, uh, uh,
Why is that?
mm, uh, fam family is have people who understand you the most, and they also ready share with you, and I think stay with my family is the best.
Yes. Okay. Next question here. Do you think it's better to live in a small family or extended family? That's the last question.
Uh, uh, Speaking for personality,
Really?
I think uh, live in attended family is better because it's a more crowd people, and we uh, can share more, and
And
mm,
anything else? So what's wrong with a small family? There's nothing wrong. You think just extended family is better. Is that the end of your answer, Thanh Thao?
can I have one more question?
I'll give you one more question. Let's see. Yes. Oh, this one, number 10. Do you think teachers should try to be a friend to their students or should they keep a distance?
Uh, uh, Actually, I think teachers should try to be a friend to their student, because uh, um, when teacher and their student become a friend, they uh, share easier, and more close, uh, and learning is more easier.
Okay, much easier. All right, your test is over, Tao. I will see you again next week. Next week, I will call. I will have Ning Chang now.
Bye,
Ning
teacher.
Chang. Yes, goodbye, Tao. See you next week. Ning Chang, are you there?
Yes.
So, are you the last student? I cannot call some of your classmates like Nga, Hien, Chi.
I don't know where they. I think I'm last year.
You're the last student. Yeah. There are still many students on the list. There are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more students on the list. But I tried calling them. None of them actually answered. So I guess you're the last student, right, Chang?
Yes.
Okay. So let's begin then. Because I already called them, but then they're not answering. So many. 7 students not taking the mini test. Okay, let's begin with the first question here. Transportation. All right, so number 9, Chang. How does traffic problem affect you? Does it affect you at all?
Well, to be honest, the traffic problems affect me a lot because it cause um, air pollution. and can make me feel
what?
frustrated
Good.
and hot temper.
Yes. Next question on shopping. Do you prefer shopping alone or with other people?
Well, for me, I prefer go shopping with other people than shopping alone because it makes me feel lonely, and shopping with my friends it make me feel happier, and yeah.
Yes, okay. So the next question here on this topic, let's have this question number 2. Do you have, oh no, not that, friends? Do you have many friends?
I'm an introvert people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an introvert person, so I have a few friends, but all of them are very kind, sociable, and single-eyed.
Yes. Next question in food and cooking. What kind of food do you like to eat and what kind of food do you dislike? Easy question.
I extremely like sweet. So I like everything everything from sugar, and I really don't like chili, and so
spicy one.
Yes. So because the chili make me feel hot, and yes.
Okay, so now we'll move on to the second part of the test. This test is here, topic 5. Describe a special meal that you had or have had. I'll give you 30 seconds to think of your...
I can see the topic here.
You can't see it, really?
Yeah, I see it.
Wait, let me share again. Can you see it now?
Not yet. Yes.
Okay, so a special meal, topic 5.
Okay.
A special meal that you had. Okay, your time is over. You can begin speaking now.
Yes. Today I'm going to talk about a special meal that I have had. In my 18th birthday, my family invite me to eat in a restaurant.
Yeah.
A seafood restaurant. I ate a lot of food. the appetizer I ate appetizer I ate tomato, I don't know, a potato fried.
Yes.
The main course I ate many different dishes.
Yes. Keep going, keep going.
Lobster, oyster, shrimp, and fish.
So what makes the meal special? Why it was a special meal for you?
Because it's with my family, and it's in my birthday. My birthday have my family beside me, and
anything else
besides me, and after restaurant, I came home and then I saw my friends in front of my house, and I really surprised about it. So it's a special occasion in my life.
Okay, so let's discuss more about food and cooking here. So yeah, I want to ask you this question. In number 4, what is a balanced diet and why is it important? What's a balanced diet and why is it important?
A balanced diet is a health.
Yes.
Is related to healthy food.
And why is it important to have a balanced diet?
To have a balanced diet, have sufficient nutritionally.
Nutrition, sufficient nutrition.
And everyone needs a balanced diet. It's hard.
Why does everyone need a balanced diet? What's the reason?
Have a balanced diet will prevent numbers unwanted disease. So yeah.
Okay, last question here. Question number 11. In modern society, is it important that people still learn how to cook?
It's important.
Is it important to learn how to cook nowadays?
I think a few people still learn to cook. because they might be go to restaurant and eat and take away or eat in restaurant.
So you mean cooking nowadays is not important, or is it still important? Is cooking important or no longer important?
I think it's no longer important.
Why?
Yeah, because
so in your family, you don't need to learn how to cook too? Like in your case, you don't need to learn how to cook?
no, I have to cook. My family.
So when you answer, Chang, when you answer part 3, it has to be balanced. So what is a balanced answer in part 3? For example, like this. Well, nowadays we can't deny that, for example, for example, we can't deny that it's convenient to eat out, right? It's easy to eat out. So people nowadays prefer instant meals, ready meals, and so on. However, I still believe that cooking is necessary and that we should learn how to cook, because if we learn how to cook, we can prepare our own healthy meals. It's also a good time for you and your family to have to spend quality time together. So you can balance the answer in part 3. It's important to have a balanced answer in part 3. Yes, nowadays, not important to cook. However, it's still good to learn how to cook. That's a balanced answer in part 3. Okay, Cha?
Yes.
I think your test is finished now. Yep, I will see you next week. So you're the last person. I don't know. I tried calling everyone, but they didn't reply to me. So I guess they just skipped mini test.
Yes.
Okay. Bye, Chan.
Bye, teacher.
Yeah. Ngọc is not here. Tina. Tian. Quỳnh Chi. Not here. Oh, Mr. Hung. Mr. Hung. Hi, Mr. Hung. Are you there? I guess he's not there. Mr. Hung. One, two, test. You are online.